never early for scotch.
We just finished our yoga class.
Oh, really? I'm just starting my drinking class.
Well, we're cooking a very simple meal today. We're cooking chicken cutlets.
Oh, here's this gentleman.
And I got them all breaded. I'm ready to fry them. And I guess I'll do that now. Okay? I'm putting the cutlet in the egg. And then into the breadcrumbs.
You use plain breadcrumbs, Dad?
I use plain red breadcrumbs.
What about the parsley and cheese?
Itself, salt, pepper, parsley, and grating cheese is optional.
In the
I can't figure out how to turn up the volume on this. Do you have clothes on?
Do you use thin chicken cutlets or thick ones?
I use the thick ones.
I think the chicken breast, isn't it?
Chicken
That's
breast.
chicken breast.
Yeah.
chicken breasts.
What do you have? The oil? Medium heat?
I've got olive oil in there.
On medium?
And when the leftover,
Uncle Frank, you don't have to use flour first before you use
leftover breadcrumbs. No, I don't use flour. The leftover breadcrumbs.
Too heavy with the flour.
Leftover. And you make a little patty out of that. You can fry that up, and it's pretty delicious.
Oh, so he uses the leftover bread to make a patty.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites, Frank.
This
My-
one right here.
My mother-in-law always did that for us, Uncle Frank.
Yes, I know. All the old timers did it.
Yep, Mom always did that too.
Now, this is extra kick. It's also optional. Cherry peppers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Hot cherry pepper in while you're frying the cutlet.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Gives you a good flavor and a little bite.
What is it, a medium heat, Uncle?
I got it on, I'll tell you in a minute. I got it one notch below medium.
Okay.
Here's what I put in with the extra breadcrumbs to soak up all of the egg.
Everybody fights over
You make
that.
a little patty out of it, and when the cutlets are done, you can fry this up. It's just a snack.
A snack.
With our rusty nail.
Fried
The rusty
bread.
nail is good.
Oh, so you put the whole tomato in?
Pepper.
I mean pepper?
I open it up and then put it in.
Uh-huh.
But it's very spicy.
That's
Which-
a good idea, though. I never would have thought of that.
If you like spice, it's delicious.
Oh, she fried?
You fry it.
Flavor.
Yeah, it gives the flavor.
Uncle Frank, are they the hot cherry peppers?
Yes, I'll show you. Wait a minute.
Said you can't get them in Costa
No, I know,
Rica.
I heard her.
Here they are. Can you see
Oh,
them?
B&G.
Oh, good.
And the reason why you cut them is because of all the juice inside. If you don't, they'll explode and splatter, which is not good.
Getting hungry.
Now, later on, after we're finished cooking, we'll go sit inside and I'll give you a couple of my old stories.
I love that.
Oh, yay.
Do you sometimes turn them into Parmesan, Uncle Frank?
I'm sorry? Yeah, you can make them Parmesan.
Yeah, either as is or
What I'm
when
doing
you finish, you put some mozzarella and tomato and put them in the oven.
is cook in this frying pan. Put them on the rack with the newspaper underneath so they can drain out. What?
What kind of color are you waiting for on the bread?
A brown, golden brown. I'll show you when I turn it over.
Hey, Uncle Frank,
I can smell
what's the
cherry
secret?
pepper.
Let me ask him something. What's the secret to not letting them stick? Sometimes I have trouble with them
Oil is
sticking.
hot, and your pan is hot before you put the chicken in. It's gotta be hot.
Wow.
Behind.
What kind of oil is that?
I'm using an olive oil. Tell you what, as far as I'm concerned, the extra virgin is a little bitter. I think it's got a bitter aftertaste because the olives are not good, they're young. I don't happen to like the virgin oil. I'll turn over one of the cutlets, maybe you can see the color.
Oh, they look great, Frank.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Yes, I would make sure the pan is hot when you put the oil in it. Make sure the oil is hot. And the way to test the oil, you can put a little water, like a drop, and see if it ticks. Or you can take some breadcrumbs and put it in, and see if it boils. Here's the finished product. I'm drying out on the rack. Right here. I think we're finished. I'm going to shut off my
That's a
fire.
nice big pan. Uncle Frank,
Yes,
what do you think of frying in a Teflon coated pan?
that's all right. If that's the Teflon is fine.
Okay, just curious.
Fine. I take the cherry peppers out.
Did you make the bread already, Dad?
Got the bread here. There's the finished product.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Here's the finished bread.
Oh.
Oh, that looks great, Frank.
Whoa.
What a tease, what a tease.
Exactly, you're right.
Right?
All right, we're going to sit down now. JC.
They stay on the
Oh,
run.
Aunt Rinnie, Carol, what are you drinking, mimosas?
Oh, there she is.
Fussy nails.
Hi,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
JC.
How are you?
How are you, kiddo?
I miss you.
I miss you too.
Oh, this.
Thank you for letting me join in.
Story I'm going to tell you. It's about the bar that we own. I have it. Unfortunately, Jerry's got all the pictures of the bar, so I can't show you any pictures. But I can tell you a story about the Christmas parties that we ran. And I'm very proud to say it was my idea. And I nurtured it for a couple of years. We would have Catherine, my dear sister-in-law, Ernie's wife, who worked in the garment industry for children. And she made all the outfits for the girls who were Santa's helpers.
Nice.
And I would advise all of the grown-ups that were bringing their children to bring an insignificant toy with their name on it, so that we could call them out and they could come up and present themselves. This is Tepe's bar.
Hold it up, Dad.
Yeah.
Now, my brother Joe, out of all my brothers, my brother Joe, when he smiled, it was a holiday. He was a tough cookie, Joe. But surprisingly, he volunteered to play Santa Claus for the kids in the bar. And next door was my brother-in-law Pete's barber shop. So we would take him in the back and dress him up, and he'd have a glass of Seagram 7 in his hand while he was getting his beard put on. Then he would come in and we'd make a lot of noise with bells and ringing, and here comes Santa. And the kids used to go crazy. As Joanne can testify, she was there. It was a great day. I closed the bar down while the kids were going up to Santa Claus. And then the afternoon was drinking and partying and having a lot of fun. And again, I'm very proud to say that I was the instigator there, and I was happy about that. I got happy memories. And
So
that's
Uncle
the
Frank,
story about Christmas.
Uncle Frank,
Yes.
I got a surprise for you when I come up to see you.
Okay.
I have 35 minutes of the Christmas party on tape.
Oh my God! Isn't that wonderful?
Wow.
With everybody in it, Aunt Catherine, Uncle Joe, everybody.
Wow. Oh my God.
Oh,
When is this happening? Can we
that
join?
would be wonderful. That would be wonderful.
I'll show you. Okay.
Catherine had these girls. I think there were about 4 girls dressed up. She had these girls doing a dance routine that was as funny as hell. Really, Catherine belonged on Broadway.
He did.
She did.
We all agree.
She did.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Here's a picture of me and my dear friend.
There's glare, Paula.
Can you see
Oh,
it?
now it's better. Now it's better.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Get that back window.
That's Burt Young.
Oh yeah, Burt Young. Right.
The actor.
Really high.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you mean, his friend?
He was in a bar, Burt Young.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
And this is me with somebody you might know that's there. Can anybody tell me who that kid is?
Frankie Tepedino, Uncle Jack's Frankie.
Frankie.
You look
That's
like Joe looks like you.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, they.
Frank.
Joe Lisa looks like you, Uncle Frank, and that.
Yeah.
That's me and Frankie.
Frankie.
Wow. That looks like Grandpa.
That was Gene
Doesn't he look like you, Joe?
Yeah, it looks like Grandpa.
This was me and a buddy of mine on board ship.
Oh, that's like this one.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's like this one.
That's Uncle Frank. I don't know who that is.
Oh.
That's a friend of mine,
Which one?
a shipmate.
Is that when you were in the Navy?
Yes, this also is a Navy picture.
Hello.
Woohoo.
Wow.
Think you had it in you.
I was an advertisement for pills, reducing pills.
Where was that, Dad? Where was that?
That was in the Philippines.
Philippines.
This was the day we were on duty for 2 months at sea, and we came. And the ship would come to an island of no name, and they would give you liberty just for relaxation.
Go off the boat.
And they give you 2 cans of beer.
Woo.
Beer, and the beer came out of the case. It wasn't cold, it was hot.
Oh, jeez.
And in the Philippines, it was hot beer, but it tasted great. And we'd have 4 hours on shore and back on the ship again, and we would run ping lines. And the ping lines were submarine pinging. Like the sonar would send the ping out, and if it came back an echo, it could be many things. It could be fishes, it could be a whale, and it could be a submarine. And that was our duty. And I was a 17-year-old kid out of Brooklyn who was a wise ass.
What year was this?
1940, wait a minute, wait, don't push me. 40, the end of 1942.
Wow.
And I was a smart ass Brooklyn kid.
You
and
are.
I'm out of the Navy, a smart ass man. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. That thing, I got on board my ship, and I'm looking at this ship. This is a warship. The guns and the ash and the depth charges all over the place. I couldn't get over it. It was mesmerizing. And it was a fine time. You don't remember the bad time. You just remember the good time. I had a good time.
It's just so mom.
Had a good time.
Yep.
The nights were great. And the days were great. Okay, give me a question. Who wants a question now about meatballs?
Wonderful memories about Aunt Catherine, but one I just want to share that anybody that was around at that time will remember. When we used to go to Grandma's down in the basement, all the kids would gather on the steps,
Sean,
and Aunt Catherine used to tell us stories for hours and hours and hours. It was just wonderful.
Absolutely.
I remember that, John. I remember it was one of the things Bobby and Carol looked forward to.
Yeah, me too. I loved it.
Who's got questions? I'm ready.
Meatballs, Frankie.
Share something.
Uncle Frank, I want to
Yes.
show you a picture.
Okay,
I just share a couple of pictures.
sure.
Okay. Well, first of all, this is that hot sailor. Where am I?
Can't see it.
Which way do I have to go?
Move it to the left.
Put it in front of your face, Anne Marie.
And now move toward Dad.
Go in the middle.
Lean
The other
toward
way.
Dad.
Towards
Left,
Joe.
left.
The other way.
Towards Joe.
I didn't have
There you
trouble.
go.
Like,
There you go.
There you
That's
go.
good.
That's me, right?
that's his formal pic. Formal. Why do I have to go so far here,
Front of your
Joe?
face.
Yeah,
That's where you need to go, Anne-Marie.
Go toward Dad.
Such an easy time the last few weeks.
Move toward Dad.
To the left.
I'm moving toward him.
No, the
You're
other
moving
way.
the opposite way. Go opposite.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah.
There I am. That's me.
Down.
Good,
Yes.
good.
That's me. Okay, I see it.
Okay, but that one is a formal picture of you, but this is the one I want to read what you wrote on the back of this.
Oh,
This is from Shanghai, China.
uh-huh.
Were you in Shanghai? I don't know.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
said on the back of this picture, though roads may turn and things seem strange, I'll come home to you unchanged. Love forever, Junior. Oh my
Wow.
God. Wow.
Other way.
Yep, there you go. That's good.
There you go.
You see what you see up on the top?
Yeah, you got
Your
nice
handwriting.
Yeah.
That
You
is so
must
cool.
have sent this home. Look at that, Hottie.
That was the year I
And you're
worked
on the
for.
ship. The
Wow.
Yeah.
the only thing I'm puzzled about, it says November 1940. You weren't in that early, were you?
No, I wasn't.
But this is your writing, and on the back, Love Forever, Junior.
I probably was drinking that day. I forgot the date.
You see his writing? Yeah. But I love this picture. This is my favorite.
Dad, remember the story that you told about coming home from the war and they dropped you off in what, San Francisco? You had to make your way home or something like that? You were on the subway?
Yes.
How did you get home when they released you at the end of the war? How'd you get home?
I got discharged. Well, they took a train. It took us 3 days from California to New York on a train. And we went to Vero Beach is where I got discharged.
Oh, Florida?
No,
Vero
Vero
Beach.
Beach in
I don't know if Vero Beach.
Florida.
Island.
Island?
No.
They gave me my discharge. They gave me my sea bag, and they said, go home. So I didn't know where the hell I was. I got home. I got on the train, the subway. I don't know what station it was. I mean, I just got off a ship that went around the world. I didn't know where the hell I was. I finally got on the right train, and I got off at Parkside Avenue. That's what the subway station was, around the corner from the house, Clarkson Avenue. I took my sea bag, and lo and behold, when I come up the stairs, there's a saloon right there. So I couldn't pass it. There was 3 guys grabbing me in, and I went in for a drink. Then I started walking, and there was a drugstore on the corner of Clarkson Avenue. And I made the turn, and I don't think I was 3 steps down to my house when my 2 sisters, Millie and Bubby, naked. They were, excuse me. They ran down the block, both of them ran down the block, grabbed me and hugged me and kissed me. And it's a day I'll never forget. And that was the year I won the war. And of course, I went in the house, and my father was very sick at the time. After all, he had 5 sons overseas. They were all in the war, and he had gotten sick because of it. And I went into the house, and Jenny was there, and we were all there. It was a happy time, a happy time.
Uncle Frank,
Yes.
the day you came home from the service, did Grandma, Grandpa, and the whole family know you were coming home that day?
Yes, yes.
Oh, they knew you contacted them. They knew you were on your way home that day.
When the ship docked in San Pedro, I called.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
the
the
picture.
line.
Yeah, we have that.
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
There's a lot of people that didn't see that picture.
That is
Great, Frankie.
That's some cravat, Frank.
Of course.
Wow.
I just never remember being
And
born.
then you said, Dad, how noisy the house was, remember? It was noisy because the Tepedinos are loud.
Oh, they're loud, all right. And we were all in the kitchen, and everybody was talking at once. And you got to remember, I just got out of the Navy, and all of the boys that I knew, they were from different states, and I didn't speak loud at that time. Everybody was shouting, and I said, "My God, what are you shouting about?" And it was the noisiest damn kitchen I have ever been in. What else you got? This is my father and I.
Too. I have
That's great.
that.
Meatballs, chopped meat, of course.
All beef, Frank?
We'll do about a pound of chopped meat.
Whole meat?
All meat,
Hey, Mom.
beef,
Yes.
Where is it?
chopped meat, 1 egg,
What?
1 egg, salt, pepper, chopped parsley, breadcrumbs. You mix the egg in with the chopped meat with your hands. With your hands, not a spoon or a fork. With your hands.
What I do with your hand.
With your hands, and you get a consistency that holds together. And the secret to the soft meatball in the middle is water. You add about 1/3 of a cup of water to the chopped meat. Mix it all up, get it nice and firm, and roll them. Roll them and fry them. You put them in the oven, they don't taste the same. You have to fry them in olive oil until they get brown. And that's the recipe.
And you got to leave them in the sauce all day.
Salt, pepper, and I like garlic. And I put garlic in it. Okay?
I have.
You got the cheesecake recipe?
I do. I can send both of those out if anybody wants
Yeah,
it.
but the cheesecake recipe, send it out for about $5 a copy. That's it.
That's a bargain, Frank.
Is that regular cheesecake or the Italian
Exactly.
cheesecake, Jerry?
Regular, no ricotta. This is Aunt Bubby's cheesecake, right?
Oh,
Dad?
okay. Yep.
Bubby, Aunt Bubby made, she was a baker, my sister Bubby.
She was.
What a baker she was. Woo. God.
It's
Remember
the
the
best.
trays?
I don't know. What was Aunt Bubby's real name?
Just,
Vera.
Elvira.
I didn't even know that.
You hung around Bubby, you put on 22 pounds overnight.
I like that statement.
Overnight. She was some baker. Oh, God, she was good. My sister Bubby was good.
How'd she
When I
get
was
the
a
name,
kid,
Bobby?
Uncle Frank, I remember them making ravioli at the basement.
oh, yeah. They made ravioli, all right.
And we put it on the bed.
Yeah.
When I was a kid,
They were the
on
biggest
Clarkson
ravioli
Avenue.
I ever saw.
I was a kid on Clarkson Avenue at home, and my sister Bubby would chase me around, and I'd run upstairs, and she would say, "Go ahead upstairs. The man with 3 eyes and 4 lips is gonna get you." Scared the hell out of me.
Oh, did she do that to you?
That's what she does.
You were the baby.
She washed every window on Clarkson Avenue. She would open the window and sit out on the windowsill. Unbelievable, my sister was.
She had a lot of stamina.
Unbelievable. What a sister. What a family. Yeah, yeah.
Blessings.
Yeah.
Lots of good memories, Uncle Frank.
Yes, Marie, absolutely.
We'll be together again, Uncle.
Yeah, I hope so.
There's just one
My
each.
sister Jenny raised me. My mother was there, but my sister Jenny raised me. She took me to my first school. I'll never forget it. She took me by the hand around the corner. The school was on Parkside Avenue, and it was around the corner, Parkside and Rogers. And she took me to school. She did everything for me, Jenny. Jenny was my mother. She raised me, Jenny. And you could tell when my mother was around because she had a stick in her hand all the time. My father never touched me. My mother used to beat the hell out of me.
That's 5
boys. She had to.
That's right.
5 boys.
She threw a knife at my brother Joe one day. That's what she had in her hand.
But you know what, Uncle? You didn't turn out bad.
I know. My sister Millie was a sweetheart, my sister Millie. She was the quietest of them all.
That's Uncle Bob's mom.
She was a sweetheart, Mildred. They bought a house on Midwood Street, 682, I think it was.
That's right.
Am I right?
Yep.
682 Midwood Street.
Yep.
What a beautiful house. And Gus paid $6,000 for that house. I hate to say this dirty word, but it was a Trump house. It was a lovely house. I love that house. Paid $6,000 for it.
Wow.
Millie worked in the telephone company. She was an operator, and she had that kind of voice. My sister Millie was a sweetheart. They were all sweethearts. They loved me. They loved me.
Were you spoiled being the baby of the family?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, until I got in the Navy. They unspoiled me in 24 hours.
They took care of that.
They unspoiled the shit out of me.
Oh, God. The service-made men out of the young boys.
My brother Gigi was the king of the roost. My brother Giggy. He was the king of the roost. Soft spoken.
Oh, yeah, you're the quietest out of all of you.
Soft spoken.
There's a picture, Giggy.
My brother Ernie couldn't hold a secret in his mouth for 2 seconds.
Right.
You would talk to him, you'd be standing there talking to him, and you'd say, listen, Ernie, don't tell anybody. He'd walk away from you and tell the whole friggin' place. He couldn't hold a secret in his mouth.
See, too bad I could put this up, but she doesn't have the camera.
My brother Jack, there was only one Jack. He was a sweetheart. He was a sweetheart. I was doing my homework one day on Clarkson Avenue in the dining room, and my head was bending over, and my hair was hanging down. He took a scissors and cut my friggin' hair right off. Son of a bitch, he cut my hair. Took a piece right out of the front of my head. Unbelievable, my brother Jack. And my brother Joe.
Never smiled.
Joe was something else. He was. But my brother Joe's favorite expression. Are you shitting me?
Like Uncle Bob.
That was his favorite expression. And when Bob says it, it reminds me of my brother Joe. You shitting me?
Say that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, he says that a lot.
I know. So did my brother. 5 of us. 5 of us. Boy, do I miss them guys. Oh,
No.
it was in India, Jack.
That's Uncle Jack.
Move it
Stay
over.
on, I'll show you all of them.
Yeah.
There's Uncle Gig.
To the
Move
left.
it over.
Move it over. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
That's Uncle
That's
Giggy.
Giggy. He was in England, Giggy.
Anyway,
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
he was in the army. He was
Look at who. Here's
they were-
Errol Flynn.
army. Move it over.
Ernie.
My brother Ernie was in Italy. He was hot shit, my brother. He come home from Italy, he was a hunchback.
Yeah. Who did I miss? Did I get up Uncle Joe? Wait a minute. I have Uncle Joe.
My Uncle Joe was a CB.
Yeah, I do. It's just a small one, but I do have him.
He was a CB. He was in Okinawa, my brother Joe.
Yeah, he was a CB, right? Yeah.
Don't they all look alike?
No,
I don't know what it is.
he sure
That's Uncle
was.
Joe.
The CB.
Yep, CB.
Yeah, a CB. They were the construction.
Construction battalion.
Oh.
He was a cook. He was a butcher, cook. He was a cook.
Yeah, so I got you all.
But you were a cook, Unc, no?
Huh?
Were you a cook?
Yeah. I was a cook on board the ship.
Yeah.
Look at this, Uncle.
On board the ship. We were anchored off Shanghai, and I got the baker to give me some dough. And I was rolling the dough to make a pizza, and then you have to pick out the weasels in the dough. There was all bugs in it. I rolled the dough, and I made it as round as I could. Cheddar cheese, tomato juice, and
in the distance,
pepper.
oldest sister
And I put it in the oven. Come out like a pizza. I had all the officers in there eating that pizza. Good day. Good day. Good night. Because
You know why?
I had a pacifier. I think I must have been 6 years old. I still had a pacifier. And still today, them nipples drive me crazy. I'm a nipple man from way back.
Oh, God, is he funny? Look at this picture.
I want to know who's the guy in the beard with the blue shirt there.
What?
That's
Anthony?
my son Anthony.
Oh, that's Anthony.
Oh, I don't know him.
Thought we had a bomber.
We thought we had a bomber.
Meet your family, Anthony. My son,
Jacqueline,
my
can
son
you hear
and
me,
your father
Jacqueline?
have the same birthday.
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at you from here. You look just like my wife, my dear.
Me?
Yep.
Thank you. That's a great compliment.
It is, but my wife was beautiful. You look
Yeah.
just like her. Just like
Thank you. That's lovely to hear.
Yep. Yep.
I used to sit on the stoop on Clarkson Avenue, and whenever Aunt Dolores needed a pack of Lucky Strikes, I would go up to Einhorn's pharmacy on the corner, come back, and she used to give me a nickel for going. And that's a true story.
Joey, kids today don't know what a stoop is.
Yeah, well, that was a stoop.
They don't know what a nickel is either.
Yeah, it's going to cost at least $5.
No, I still know the song for Pepsi Cola. Pepsi Cola and Coca-Cola went to court. They were in court for about 20 years because Coca-Cola was there, and then Pepsi Cola came, and Coca-Cola sued Pepsi Cola because they were using cola. Well, it turns out that the judges said that cola was a plant, and it was not a trade name. So Pepsi Cola come out with the jingle, and it's Pepsi Cola hits the spot, 12 full ounces. That's a lot, twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi Cola is the drink for you.
Yay!
12 ounces for 5 cents.
But it rotted.
I'll never forget that song.
That's great.
Never. Caitlin,
Yeah.
thank you very much, sweetheart. You'll always be my favorite producer. I'm going to say goodnight and goodbye to all you lovely people. And thank you so much for joining us. It was a very proud time. You made me feel great.
Thank you for sharing the memories, Frank.
We love you, Uncle Frank.
I love you too, kiddo. We'll have a big celebration on my 100th birthday. A big
Oh, God, really, wouldn't that be wonderful?
Yeah, but Frankie, that's like 30 years from now, Frank.
I break all kinds of goddamn records, boy.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I love you all, and thank you.
Love you, Frank. Love you.
Love you.
So long, Uncle.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you so much, Katie, for doing this.
Thank you, Caitlin.